everyone. In this video, we will look at the roadmap for the data analyst role. If you are a fresher who is looking to get a job as data analyst, what is the bare minimum skill set you need to apply for the data analyst role? That is what we will going to look in this video. Okay, the first skill set is SQL. Like, the basic job of a data analyst is the data analyst has to read and understand the data from different databases and interpret the data, analyze the data. That is what the basic job of a data analyst, to get the insights of the data. For that, SQL is very important tool and it is very easy to learn. So that is the first skill you need as a data analyst. And the next skill set is any one programming language, whether it might be Python or R. Python is very general purpose programming language. If your goal is to become data scientist or machine learning engineer, then it is always better to go with Python, because more number of companies uses Python compared to R. That is the reason why you can go with the Python instead of R. If you are from the non-computer science background, for now you can skip this. If you are if you are going for interview or anything in short term, then you can skip this learning programming language. Instead of this, you can learn any one visualization tool and attend the interviews. But Python is very easy to learn, so it will not take much time for you to learn. And what is that you need to know in the programming language? You don't have to know the OOP concept, like object oriented programming concept. You don't have to know. Only the basic data structure and Python libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and Seaborn. These two are for the visualizing your data. Pandas is for your analysis work. So these are the major 4 libraries you need to know. And these 4 libraries are very easy to learn along with the Python basics. So this won't take much time and it is very easy to learn. Okay. And then any one BI tool. Once you analyze your data, how you will share your result to your business users? You have to share it in the form of visualization, right? For that, you have to know any one visualization tool, either Tableau or Power BI. Don't sit and master both the tools. You don't have to know both the tools. Any one tool is more than enough. Okay. And again, when you learn Tableau or Power BI, to what extent you have to know, I will just tell you in the next slide. Okay. This probability and statistics will answer like to what extent you need to know the tools. You must know all the basic features in any of one tool. Along with that, probability and statistics basics. Now, how much we need to learn probability and statistics? Like, if you are a beginner, there is one plot, which is box and whisker plot. This is actually statistical plot. So, can you interpret the box plot? It actually comes like this. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. Can you able to understand this plot and interpret what exactly all these values are? So then you are in a good state to give an interview. And basic statistical values like mean, median, standard deviation, variance, all this you have to know. Hypothesis testing comes under statistics and probability. But if you have time, please learn about it. But if you are running out of time, for now you can skip, and once you have time, you can actually start going through that as well. But for the beginners, visualization and all these tools, this comes under visualization, but it is a statistical tool. And also there is one more plot like scatter plot. What is the relationship between one variable to the another variable. That is what scatter plot tells us. So can you interpret even that plot? So if you are able to understand what exactly each and every plot is telling, then you are in a good state to give an interview for the for a beginner role, not for the 5 years experience or 4 years experience. No, only for the beginner, like 1 to 3 years is fine. And if you want to transition into data analyst also, this much is enough. And okay, this is very important. We have spoke about what are the things we spoke. I'll just write it: SQL, Python, Tableau or Power BI. I will just write it as data visualization plus probability and stat. These two, don't count it as separate, count it as one, because these two will go hand in hand. It's not like I will learn visualization and then I will learn probability and statistics. No, it is not like that. These two goes hand in hand. The moment you learn the box plot, you will be good with the basics of what is that quantiles, median, all this you will learn. So that is the reason why I'm just counting data visualization and probability and stat as one for the only for the data analyst role. Okay, for the data scientist, you have to know much more in probability and statistics. Okay, the order you have to follow is, if you are a beginner, SQL is very easy to learn. Okay, now let's talk about the order. The first thing which you can learn is SQL, which is very easy to learn. There are some easily understandable resources like W3 schools. This will not take much time from you. So you can actually start with the SQL and then go with the Tableau and probability. So first take SQL, okay, and then take this data visualization plus probability and stats, and then if you have time, please go through Python basics. Okay, it's not compulsory, but it is very good to know, because nowadays Python is being asked in almost all the data analyst role. If not at the expert level, basics you must know. That is what the expectation is for the fresher. This is exactly what we spoke about right now. First you go with the SQL and then visualization and probability and statistics, and then if you have time, then learn any one programming language. So how much time it takes, that is the next immediate question. It depends on person to person, but this whole SQL BI tool should not take more than 2 months, and only when you have time, go with the programming language. After 2 months of learning this, you have to create 1 or 2 portfolio project, which is very important. Without that, you can't say that I have done something in data analysis. So this, and then for the portfolio project, it depends on you, like what kind of project you want to do. So this whole the whole skill set should not take more than 3 months. I'm not saying at the master level, I'm only saying at the basics. Okay, that should not take more than 3 months. Okay, thank you so much.